Welcome back to Aaron's Daily Thoughts. Today's subject is how to overcome fear. There are two main ways to overcome fear. Number one is love. Love combats fear almost every time. I've heard it said before that there are only two emotions, love and fear. Every emotion you ever feel derives from one of those two. I mean, think about it. Anger, if you're angry at somebody, deep down, you're afraid of being wrong. Or you're afraid of not being good enough because they offended you. So it's almost like what they did is making you afraid of not being good enough. And that's what makes people offended. Because they're afraid of not being good enough. Or they're afraid of being wrong. That's why people argue. Deep down, they're afraid of being wrong. Selfishness, people who are selfish are afraid of not being good enough. And that's why they have envy. That's why they have jealousy. That's why they have all these emotions towards other people that are negative, because they're not satisfied with who they are. And so they're afraid of not being good enough. All positive emotions stem from love. Joy, happiness, peace. I mean, they all come from either loving yourself or loving others or loving a situation you're in. They all come from love. So love combats fear every time. If you consciously take out those negative emotions, take out that fear, and replace it with love, then I promise you will see such a huge difference in your life. There are a bunch of ways to do this. I mean, if you're nervous to start something, you're nervous to perform or something, you're nervous to, teach, or just you're nervous to do an event, then one of the things you can do is this thing called power poses. Basically, it's where you either stand like this, or you stand like this, or you stand at a position that makes you feel powerful. And you don't have to do this in front of other people. Just when you're alone, before you start whatever you're nervous to do, stand in a power pose for at least 10 seconds. And it will make the fear lessen. It will help put love into your heart because you will feel powerful. And that fear will channel and change into excitement. Fear and excitement have the same side effects. I mean, think about it. When you're excited versus when you're feared, both of them, you get all tense. You start fidgeting, you start breathing fast. Both of them have the same effects, but it's all about how you think of it. Excitement and fear are only different because of your brain, because of what you think, because of what you're thinking right now. And you can change that fear into excitement and into love. Anyway, another way to change fear into love is by saying affirmations. I am statements. Who do you want to become? Who do you want to be as a person? And say, I am that. I am confident. I am strong. Whatever it may be. Whatever you want to be. Now, the second huge thing that you can do to get rid of fear is do it. Just do it. Do whatever you're afraid of. I know that's easier said than done. I definitely have experiences in my life where I've backed off and let the fear take over instead of trying. But I know that every single time I've tried something that I'm afraid of, it ends up being so much easier than I thought it would be. Most of the time, the worst part of our experiences is the fear. It's not even the experience itself. It's just the fear that happens beforehand, the anticipation. So if you can just do it, if you can push past that fear, that is where true strength comes. People who are afraid of something and then do what they're afraid of are stronger than people who never had that fear at all. You can overcome your fears. Just do it. Replace that fear with love. And just send it. I mean, just do it. Just do whatever you're afraid of. Be strong. You are a warrior. That's all I have for today. See ya.